Basically, unlike the both of us, kita pasangan. We are with husband and wife team. But Farhan, he is
dia kerja sendiri, makan sendiri, semua dia tapau sendiri.
Tak ada lah, balik
Kita mana ada kita bagi kredit kepada wife saya bang.
Ucapan ke wife.
Assalamualaikum penonton semua. Selamat datang ke
Sembang
Sembang.
Aku mepak je lo.
Alright, apa khabar semua?
Alhamdulillah bang.
Alhamdulillah. Dah lama juga kita kira.
Lama. Ini episod ke 26.
26 ni.
25.
Ha? 26 ah.
25 gitulah.
25 lah bang.
25
macam
kira kita dah jalan jauh juga dah 25 episod. Alhamdulillah. Jangan
sampai lupa
yang menonton ni semua jangan lupa follow, like dan share. Kalau nak komen tu silakan.
Yes, correct. We welcome all comments lah. Kira because kadang-kadang comment ni is one of the ways that kita can improve ourselves lah. Of course, kalau korang ada pertanyaan, persoalan ke apa yang dalam otak korang lah, yang korang nak tanya lah pasal baik pasal rumah, baik pasal how to get loan, macam mana nak apply for BTO lah, basically anything lah, dealing with banks or whatsoever, Kira insyaAllah kalau you can ask, insyaAllah we will respond to you. And in fact, actually we can even put your question up for our next podcast, insyaAllah. So, but please don't forget, jangan lupa follow, like and share. Okay, hari kita nak berbual pasal apa
Okay, hari ni kita nak temu ramah kawan kita ni.
Dia solo man.
Dia solo.
Dia kira
Farhan
Tak
solo.
boleh kat bahaya. Dah kahwin tak? Dah kahwin.
Okay.
Tapi bukan Farhan solo, the Farhan Passion.
And basically, unlike the both of us, kita pasangan. We are with husband and wife team. But Farhan, he is
dia kerja sendiri, makan sendiri, semua dia tapau sendiri.
Tak ada lah, balik
Kita mana ada kita bagi kredit kepada wife saya bang.
Ucapan ke wife.
Okay, hari ni kita nak tahu macam mana ejen Farhan Passion ni buat kerja dia.
Sebab
sebagai seorang Lone Ranger, macam mana dia buat kerja?
Yes, correct.
Macam kita mungkin terbagi dua. Sebelah kadang-kadang marketing wife saya buat.
Yes,
yang calculation apa semua all I yang buat.
Like for me pula, basically all the paperwork is done by my wife, but all the the viewings, conducting of viewing, then answering phone calls, it's all done by me lah.
Kerja yang berpeluh-peluh you buat lah.
Berpeluh-peluh. Sebab tu kadang-kadang bila kalau pakai baju tebal gini sikit kan, sebab apa? Kadang-kadang office kita sejuk. Office kita ni very comfortable. Sebab tu guys, kalau korang nak berbual pasal, if you want to find out more lah, about your information about your property kan, come to our office. It's very cozy. We got everything set up here lah. We Wi-Fi included, all. So kira is correct. Air condition. Tengok ni, sampai macam gini tempat, tengok dia ni. Dia pakai jaket, dia okey, dia
kulit tebal.
Papa bear.
Okey, Ejen Farhan, boleh cerita sedikit macam mana you buat kerja you sebagai ejen?
Okay, jadi ejen ni nak kena ada disiplin. Dan kita satu bagus is on time on target. Tapi kita tak boleh ambil remeh-temeh lah. So pasal apa, kalau kita kerja untuk orang, kita dah diberi schedule. Tapi kalau kita kerja kita sendiri, kita nak kena buat kita punya own schedule. So the only thing right now, saya tak cakap saya disiplin, tapi saya cuba sebaik mungkin lah. So planning tu very very important. So tak semua benda boleh letak dalam kepala otak. So banyak semua saya letak kepada iPad saya lah, notes. So saya akan list down everything, then mana klien nak kena follow up, apa nak kena follow up. Tu pun kadang-kadang pun ada terlepas juga. Very good. So kadang-kadang terlepas, klien get back balik, yang mana serius saya akan tolong, mana boleh saya akan tolong lah. Diorang tulis appeal ke apa-apa yang patut. Other than that, diorang nak kena follow up jugalah. So once diorang dapat diorang punya appeal result semua, kalau everything okay, then can move forward. Kalau tak, then kita kena ujiakan situation lain lah. So maknanya kerja sendiri tu satu bagus is that Alhamdulillah still manageable. Cuma kita nak kena put everything on the notes lah.
Iyalah. It seems to be very it's quite stressful lah. By the way, how old are you?
Masih muda, bawa 37 je.
Tapi itu 37 itu kira. See, there's even umur muda because of the job scope dia kan tok rambut, masya-Allah. Tapi you know lah, this is to show that basically how hard we work. You know, sampai rambut putih, ada sampai botak tengah.
Okay. Tapi okay, in terms of macam you go for presentation. Usually presentation is you can see husband and wife. Okay, so you as a solo agent, male agent, you boleh nampak couple tu kadang-kadang ada dia punya what you call
kadang-kadang husband not available or wife not available. Correct.
Macam mana tu cara dia kalau you pergi viewing all this kan?
Satunya kadang-kadang kena put in extra effort. Dan kedua is sometimes ada case will take some time lah. Pasal kita nak temu ramah, then want to get the figures out. Tapi kalau kerja 2 orang, kadang-kadang I'll call other person to tag along. Then diorang akan buat that, collect all the information lah. Tapi kalau if I were to do by myself, everything it will take a bit longer time lah. Instead of 1 hour, we might extend sampai 2 jam. Because sometimes berbual kosong je nak tahu pasal klien punya situation, kadang nak masuk 15 ke 30 minit depending on orang punya situation, how complex atau complicated orang punya situation is.
Mungkin dalam viewing, you as a male agent, husband dia mungkin pergi kerja. Adakah any complication ke kalau you nak buat viewing?
So far Alhamdulillah rata-rata klien tak ada apa-apa lah. Pasal apa, diorang tahu ada viewing. Then kalau kita pergi viewing, bukan kita tutup pintu, kita buka pintu. Then kita kalau boleh kita jagalah batas. So selalunya Alhamdulillah kebanyakan klien-klien kita semua tak kisah sangat. Pasal apa, kita punya matlamat is untuk dapat sebanyak-banyak mungkin buyers untuk viewing rumah tu lah. So far tak ada lah yang macam klien-klien macam gini.
Very good. So far actually from my experience pernah terjadi. Bila husband dia tak ada kat rumah, dia cakap saya tak boleh buka viewing sebab saya tak ada kat rumah. Sebab only my wife ada kat rumah, so saya tak benarkan viewing.
Okay. But like that you have to respect the
I have to respect lah. Then we
correct.
schedule another viewing lah. A bit complicated in that manner.
Like for my case pula kan, sometimes because as what I say kan, I normally is the guy in charge for conducting viewing. So sometimes for myself when viewing is concerned, and let's say the husband is not home, because most of the time correct, sometimes what I will do normally, you know what, if let's say the buyer is late or whatsoever, I will stay. Normally I will wait outside lah, you know. Basically just to protect everything, they know, like the trust, all this kind of stuff. So once the buyer comes, that normally I will tell, okay, I'm already here, I'm waiting for the buyer. I will wait for the buyer to come in. So you nanti kira you all kalau nak bersihkan sikit-sikit ke apa, you all can go ahead. Nanti probably in a few around 5 minutes, 10 minutes time, they will come. So once they come, then Assalamualaikum. Then I will bring them in. I will tour the whole house. Once finished kan, then I will so once the buyer go off, I will just ask the seller lah. So you got any other things that you all want to bring up, whatever, you can let me know. Or otherwise, if everything's okay, I will follow up with the buyer, and I will update you guys. Okay? So I will take my leave.
Nak tanya pada Encik Farhan. Encik Farhan.
Encik
Farhan lah. Pernahkah you ever encounter ke masalah-masalah semasa dalam pekerjaan you?
Okay, kalau macam for example macam perempuan yang isu lelaki, selalunya ini berlaku jikalau kes cerai. I pernah handle this one couple during my early days. Diorang dah cerai, so I need to sell the house.
Okay.
Dia punya ex-husband dia tak very cooperative. Tak jealous.
Alhamdulillah.
Cuma tunang yang si perempuan ni jealous. So I was like, kenapa macam gitu Pasal apa? Because this lady is my dulu my friend punya kawan baik lah. So kakak dia. So he recommend me, then I serve with my kakak. Then indirectly I pun very close pasal dulu pernah datang rumah dia. So but after that dia dah pindah. So after some time he call me that dia need some help untuk jual rumah kakak dia. So this ni apa yang berlaku yang pelik lah. So sampai bakal lepas cerai dia punya bakal dia yang kakak dia tu very jealous.
Jealous with who?
Jealous with me.
Tak
jumpa.
Hotbot.
Itu baru habis handle, masih cool.
Dia kena show sikit lah disclaimer.
Wow.
So sekarang masih berbisa tak sekarang?
Saya berbisa.
So far rasa nak kena buat balik lawanan ada attraction is there.
Okay.
But so far alhamdulillah tak ada apa-apa. So this is my personal. So yang case cerai ni, so selalunya case cerai kita akan for me personally I would take extra precautions lah. Then depending on siapa I serve. So kalau if mostly I will serve the guy, kadang-kadang perempuan juga. So kalau depending lah, kalau perempuan ke apa, kita satu is that kita ni nak kena jaga batas. Kalau rasa iman tak kuat, kita jumpa dekat tempat luar. Tapi kalau betul-betul tak boleh, dan rumah-rumah kita must know whatever we need, then kita cepat-cepat ciao. Pasal apa, selalu kes-kes macam ni, especially kalau dengan perempuan, kalau lelaki bagi harapan boleh tercetus-cetus benda yang bukan-bukan.
Betul.
Especially kalau masih
bagus
muda lagi.
So apakah nasihat you sebagai senior agent can say senior agent
Alhamdulillah.
untuk nasihatkan untuk yang agent yang baru-baru nak bertapak?
Okay, nak bertapak kat sini bukan senang pasal competitive is everywhere. Even kita punya colleague also can be a competitive, but depending, cuma kita nak percaya satu je, rezeki tu Allah Ta'ala yang bagi.
Yes, betul. InsyaAllah.
So kita kalau mulai faham benda tu, kadang-kadang kita usaha macam mana pun, tapi kalau tak Allah Ta'ala tak izinkan, tak akan dapat. Dan kalau Allah Ta'ala bagi, dia datang bergolek je. Abang, saya pernah ada satu case. Bang, saya nak ni rumah, saya dah buat HFE, everything dah done. Tapi saya ada previous agent, tak dapat go through ni agent. Tak dapat go through ni rumah. Saya nak you tolong saya betul-betul nak di rumah. Kali just contact Imran, just call je. On the day itself kita close.
Yes.
So tu sebab cakap kalau rezeki tak pernah salah alamat. So cuma dalam jadi agent ni semangat nak kena kental lah. Pasal apa, there's a lot of failure then achievement yang
up
korang
and down dia terlampau banyak
Yes, dia punya failure lagi banyak daripada achievement dia lah. For a start lah. Unless you memang dah ada nama
kira
dalam
nak kena sabar lah Cepat kira basically this particular line kira you nak kena sabar, because there's bound to be people who actually cut you, then after that it's quite challenging lah
Yes, betul. Pasal apa, orang ingat agent kat luar sana senang buat kerja, dapat gaji banyak, tapi diorang tak tahu within that few months tu, a lot of follow up, a lot of behind the scene yang diorang nak kena buat in order to get that good gaji lah orang panggil. Tapi kalau kita were to be prorated, for example satu kes kadang-kadang masuk 3 ke 6 bulan, kalau gaji kita misalan 1% ataupun 2%, so letaklah sekarang rumah rata-rata $500,000, 2% dah 10,000, so kita divided lah by 6 bulan. So 1 bulan baru 2,000 je. Tapi in between tu memang nampak kerja sikit-sikit, tapi dia punya follow up tu kita nak kena betul-betul. Pasal
not only that, basically because the amount of money that you need to spend for advertising, everything is actually very costly. Plus of course your vehicle, your transportation, all these things. Sekarang vehicle bukan murah sih sekarang. Right.
Okay, for example, kalau you owning a kereta, kalau tengoklah, for me I driving a Honda Shuttle, minyak on average will be from $500 to $700. Cash card maybe kalau I keluar gitu-gitu aja, maybe $50. Tapi kalau I rajin keluar, can up to $100 per week.
Per week Wah, you jangan cakap per week per month sekali lah. Kalau per week macam murah je kan. Sebab number kecil kan. Cuba kalau satu bulan aku spend dalam 500 untuk IRA aku punya cash card. 500 untuk cash card, you know.
Quite a lot.
Tak ada, but that's what we some until we put inside, kita apa tahu, we just put the money inside the cash card, then cukup time kena top up, cukup time kena top up, cukup time kena top up. Kalau korang, sebab before I was an agent, cash card selalu top up apa tau, $20, $20.
Sebulan sekali boleh sampai
you can say that, because mana kita pergi kerja kan, kerja free parking, balik memang season, dah cash card tak pakai. Cuma bila pergi shopping center kan, mak kau shopping center ni mahal sih. Kau pergi airport, mak kau habis aku make.
Betul.
Okay. Jadi agent ni dia banyak travel, so banyak semua expenses is kita punya diri. So satu kita nak kena disiplin lah, pasal that's why bila nampak duit masuk banyak, my advice for agent yang baru kat luar sana, jangan belanja dulu. Jangan belanja dulu, letak untuk keperluan dulu. Then kalau best is to reinvest balik in you punya yourself. Go for courses and go for advertising. You upgrade you punya software, walaupun like property guru package ataupun
all this
kata orang itu build up your name.
Yes, betul. Advertising pun nak kena buang.
Advertising, yes, correct.
So pada pasal apa, orang lagi banyak orang nampak you, there will be better chance people to engage you lah. Tapi not everybody is straightforward. Pasal even sometimes you punya saudara mara, kawan baik, even for my NS friend pun diorang tak support. And pasal they have their own reason untuk diorang do so lah. So whatever it is, respect them, but treasure the one that support you.
Yes.
Okay, nowadays I tengok agent-agent yang baru nak bertapa, okay, when they see the senior agents that is doing very well, okay, wow, with good cars, all that, good house, okay, they also aspire want to become a top agent.
Of
and
course,
also,
that is quite common lah, regardless whether you are an agent or you are a broker or you are. So basically, when you are successful, people will tend to emulate you, you know.
Yes,
then after that, they want to know what you do, you know. And so, I mean, that's the reality lah, you know. So people will if they see you're successful, they tend to, you know, rapat-rapat lah, you know, because hopefully they can get experience, some advice from you on how they can also be like you.
Okay, as an aspiring young agents, should you choose a successful agent atau you choose someone that can really mentor you?
This particular case, I think is I think they are okay. For myself, that's the thing. You see, like for my case, because before that I was an engineer lah. I was earning quite high lah. Okay, but when the reason why I become an agent, when I started off, kira new agent, we don't know anybody in this particular industry, kan? So we just kind of like follow a friend. A close friend who left the company, then become an agent. So we ask, how again? So they just say that, come join me. So for us, I said, it's just terjun botol. But now currently during my time, the Facebook, all these things, there isn't much, you know, because most of the time during that particular time is more of newspaper. Correct. So you can only see, alamak, dia ni muka semua. Okay lah, never mind. We need to know somebody that we know. So but now currently is different. See, you got social media. You can see. But the question is that, who do you join? Those that are successful or those that you
can mentor you?
Correct. Because tentatively, those that can mentor you might not be as successful, you know. But so I guess it all boils down to you lah, you know. So sometimes, but it's true. But if let's say if you take those high flyers, macam mana cakap, they might be too busy to teach you. So that's why choose your mentor carefully.
True.
Because there is a lot of people, you know, that's what they say, like, you know, 100 agent enter the market, tentatively the one is going to make it is only around 4 or 5 or maybe less than 10 lah, you know. The rest will just drop by with you know, as you go along, because the road will not be as smooth as what it looks like lah.
But for me, if I can turn back time, I will choose a mentor that is also an achiever. Alright, because you know he is a proven success.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so that's why I said basically, you know, like what do you call it? What he say is definitely is correct. So, but the fact is that of course you need to study them lah. I say so. Okay, this guy is so how many people does he have under him? So, how many of them are successful? So, this is the one actually you can look lah, you know, and emulate. Yeah.
Actually, you must see what are the mentor activities. What are they doing? What is he teaching?
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Maybe he held a lot of classes.
Classes, yes. Correct.
So I agree both of you. Pasal apa, walk the talk lah is very important.
Correct.
So for me, baru I start, I just follow this one mentor kan, as a part time. So not that thing that a lot of thing lah. Pasal ada safety net apa. So kita pun nak buat real estate pun macam kita ada kita punya privasi.
Only one leg in je lah.
So setengah masuk setengah tak lah. So it's very challenging. Then the punya the thing that bila I masuk dulu memang a bit challenging, but right now after I berhijrah, alhamdulillah, with all the successful people around me, it's much more easier for me to ask around lah, what are their punya formula, so I can put their punya formula to my strategies lah.
So to you, the company is important or the team is important?
Overall, company is also play an important part. Pasal apa, dalam sistem hari there's
branding.
a lot. One is branding. Kedua is the system is there ready for agent to use. So as a individually, pasal kita run as individual, so kita nak kena ambil tahu apa yang kita ada. Pasal kalau weapon, kalau you dah beli weapon tapi tak tahu macam nak pakai, it's just a waste of loss lah.
Okay, understand.
Then but the main thing is the punya you punya division. Itu paling mustahak. Pasal that's where you ada some activities, then how they grew, then you also can copy them lah. So pasal dia punya success leave trace apa. So you just follow whatever diorang buat, then insyaAllah you get a bit of it lah, and you get better as time goes by.
This is what we call copycat marketing. Betul?
Yes, correct. If actually that was one of the tactics, you know, that is used by those seniors, and I guess it works lah. You know, I think it's not only in property lah. You know, it is also for other stuff lah. You know,
true.
You know,
you follow what is proven.
Yes, correct.
Okay kan, macam walk a talk, proven method. So selalu alhamdulillah Synergy is, for myself is Synergy has a group is very vibrant. On top of that, I have a good mentor. Kadang-kadang walaupun dia membebel, tapi alhamdulillah dapat free makan lah kan.
That's important also.
Sekarang dia Al-Walid ada dah Johor, dia tengah apa recharging. Dia tengah healing. InsyaAllah will be joining us very soon. I think on the way lah, maybe later lah.
So pasal apa, senang kata, what you around your friend akan affect you. So cara you fikir, pasal apa, kalau macam dulu ni benda semua tak boleh, tapi bila you pergi tengok orang boleh buat, why not we try. So from there, a few things that you try, maybe dalam 10 you try, 1-2 akan jadi. Then from there you akan grow lah.
So team actually plays important part
agree,
in real estate.
Betul.
Kalau you buat seorang pun, I think will be very boring.
Betul bang.
Correct. That's for definite lah. So basically, I guess, you know, like in this particular life, kira kita basically need to find the right teammate, the right group, the right rentak, you know, because there are those actually that party, you know, tu memang party tu memang yalah happy lah, you know, but it does affect yourself lah, you know. But I guess for us, again, we are a Muslim team, kira orang Islam lah, so kira kita ada landasan sendiri lah, you know. So other than that, we try to keep very solid to the ground lah. Jangan kira macam ingat division, ingat Tuhan.
I nak promote sikit lah. Synergy division ini adalah number 1 in
Yes,
ERA,
in ERA, yes.
for year 2024.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, itu correct. That is the that's something that we are proud of lah.
Yes.
Number 1, it's not easy to be number 1. Number 1, yes, correct. And kita punya leader, who's the leader on that?
Adi mesti jadi dan Ayu Yanti.
Correct. We are trying to get them to come for our podcast kan, insyaAllah, you know, like then maybe we can hear what they got to say about correct, how they build, you know, because I think one of the during the APAC is she broke into tears, you know. So I think correct, that's why we say we want her to be in this particular podcast too. Okay, so I think we have reached the end. Okay,
Kalau di Simpang, jomlah sembang.
free consultation di property shop at Simpang Bedok.
Depan Spice, jangan malu-malu, masuk je.
Assalamualaikum.